welcome back to my channel. My name is Geraldine and I make videos about goal setting, productivity, and procrastination. Today we're going to be working on my monthly plan and how I stay consistent for all 30 days. You guys really liked my weekly plan with me, my planning ritual. So I'll link that video up in the cards if you're interested in watching. But I thought today, because it's almost the end of the month, it's May 26th as I'm filming this. On Friday when this video goes up, it's gonna be like 2 days away till June. So I thought I'll show you guys how I monthly plan for the new month and how I utilize it to help me stay consistent. So the thing about being consistent, right, is that we need to make our systems predictable. And what are systems are just organized frameworks. They're organized tasks and there's an order on how we need to do something. So for example, there's an organized framework when it comes to your skincare. I always utilize skincare as an example because it's something that it's so like concrete, like it's so easy to follow, right? There's an organized framework when it comes to doing your skincare. You have to either take off your makeup, cleanse, put toner, moisturize, and then lock it in with the sunscreen, depending if you're early in the mornings or if you're late at night, you know, you're putting on just moisturizer and you're calling it a day. But there's an organized framework. There's a system to follow in order to have a great skincare routine. You can't put moisturizer on before you put on your cleanser, and you can't put on a toner before you even taken off your makeup. Like, there's an order to be followed. So there's the same thing with planning. With planning, there's an organized framework that I have that helps me stay consistent for all 30 days. So we're gonna get into it. This is my planner. This is the daily, the blogging planner. I just realized she has a content planner, which I will get next for next year. I got the planner from January to December, so she just dropped her 2025 to 2026 planner, which when she drops her 2026 planner, I'm gonna get the content planner and not the blogging planner. But either way, I utilize this. I said this in my last video, and I'm gonna say it again in this video in case you haven't watched the last one. I really think that it is so important to have a goal-focused planner. If you are trying to change your life, if you're trying to accomplish a goal, it is so important to get a planner that is goal focused, whether that is a budget planner or that's a workout planner or whatever type of goal that you want to get, because this will shift your priority from just a regular schmegular personal planner to, oh, my life is driven to accomplishing this goal. And that honestly has helped me so much with staying consistent, because when I'm planning, everything in this planner is according to my goals. It's not just, oh, everything's mumble jumble, like it's all work and all personal. Like, I added my personal things in here, but let me show you. When I get into like my end of the year reflection, it is all about social media. It is all about social media. So then I'm getting more and more involved in my goals, and that is so important when you want to be consistent, because everyone always says like, oh, you need to have your goals right in front of you, you need to have them plastered everywhere, and why should your planner be any different? So when you're in the market for a new planner, I encourage you to get a goal focused planner. Whatever goal you are going after, have it focused on what you are trying to accomplish. So we're gonna get into mine. Like I said, this is the daily planner by Sophia something. I don't know, should be linked down in the description below. I'm not sponsored by her whatsoever. Just really, this is my first year actually using her planner and I love it so much, so I'm gonna continue using it. Okay, so the month of May is about to finish, and this is kind of like an overview of how I monthly plan, just to give you kind of an idea of what's to come. So first things first is this is my end of the month reflection. So we want to think about our past and think about what has happened and what we're going to do differently in the future. This is how you're going to catch those little details, okay? Those little details matter in your goals. So, I am not going to do my income because honestly, I don't have any income when it comes to social media, at least not yet. So I don't have anything for you there. But as far as my actual social media followers and whatnot, so I have my social media end of the month reflection. So these are the things, these are what I grew, how big I grew. The only thing I have as of right now is just my YouTube subscribers and my email subscribers. I just launched an Instagram for the Studio of Self, which is my accountability membership group. So if you're interested in following and being my first follower, because I just launched it, the link to that will be down in the description below. But we have my Instagram followers, which are right now at 0. And then I don't have a TikTok account just yet, and I don't have Pinterest. So that will be coming very, very soon. But as of right now, I'm going to just focus on Instagram and YouTube. So my YouTube subscribers at this very moment, at the end of this month, is 818. Now that may change because we're still a couple days out, but I'm just gonna lock it in at 818. So gained 18 new subscribers. Okay, so then my email subscribers, I have about 36. Again, that can change since it's just the end of the month, but yes, so this is so far what I've have in my social media following. So pretty happy with those numbers. Next is my top 5 accomplishments. So why do we do this, right? Why do we think back in our past? So when you are trying to be consistent, it means that you're trying to look out for things that could possibly go wrong and the things that went right. So when you think about your accomplishments, these are things that went right in your journey. And we want to be able to duplicate this all over again for the next month. We want to build upon what we're doing right and not just focusing, oh, what are we doing wrong? Oh, what are we doing wrong? Being consistent means predictability, right? Means doing the right thing over and over and over again. So when you identify, okay, these are the things that I did right, so therefore I'm going to continue doing these every single month, and I'm going to check, what did I do wrong? And then you're going to pinpoint, okay, so this was right and this was wrong, and then you're going to keep doing what's right and then change what is wrong. So when you are looking, or for me, like when I look at my accomplishments, it just helps me identify this is the stuff that I'm clearly doing something correct because it was such an accomplishment for me. Therefore, I shouldn't change this. So when I feel bored of something, when I feel like, oh, I gotta refresh this, renew this, rebrand this, I'm like, no, Geraldine, it worked in the past. Why are we gonna fix something that's not broken? So my 5 accomplishments, right? Clearly I'm doing something right because I am very, very happy about all of these. So number 1 is, okay. So my first thing that I accomplished was making it halfway to my waiting list goal, which is so cool. So like I said, I have an accountability membership group. If you are interested in signing up for it, is a space for females who feel unsupported, who feel unnoticed, who don't have the discipline and momentum to keep going in their goals. And I am launching that in the summer, and so far I've made it halfway to my waiting list goal so that I can go ahead and launch this thing. So if you're interested in knowing more about my accountability membership, the link to it will be down in the description below. But I'm so excited. What you will be getting in this membership group is that you'll get a one-on-one accountability membership bestie. So think about it. These are females who think just like you, who feel just like you, who are going through the same things that you are. So to be paired up with your future BFF, like, why would you not want to jump on that opportunity, right? Especially for those of us who don't have any friends. This is for those females who don't have the support system, who don't have the friends and families to really help them keep that momentum going when it comes to accomplishing your goals, because consistency is so important in accomplishing your goals. Being consistent, completely, like, discipline is important, but consistency is like right there with it. We think about discipline as like the number one, but consistency comes like right up. They're like a neck and neck when it comes to accomplishing your goals. So the Studio of Self, that's the membership group name. It's called the Studio of Self. So we are talking all things about self accountability, self discipline, self consistency, so self commitment. What you will be getting is that one-on-one accountability partner. You'll also get a 6-week training course on how to literally go from procrastinating to accomplishing your goals this year. We will also do weekly check-ins in a whole group. So just think about it, like you'll get a chance to talk about the struggles that you're having and the wins that you're having. So you'll get a room full of women who will be clapping for you for your wins and crying with you with your losses. So you'll never ever feel alone ever again. And that is what I hope to get. What I hope that you get out of this membership. That's what I'm hoping to bring into this membership, accountability membership group. So it's not just the accountability portion, but also just the community portion, because it is so important to have a community who's happy for you and not feeling like you're doing all of this alone, and someone to help you kind of figure out the puzzle piece that is accomplishing your goals. So I'm so happy because we've made it halfway to my list goal. Like I said, the link to that will be down in the description below and pinned in the comments. The next accomplishment I have is going to my first ever content creator event, which was so much fun, you guys. I'm so happy for that Banish skincare invited me over to a content creator event here in LA. It was a dream come true. So then number 3 is getting social media opportunities, emails. So I'm constantly now getting emails of just more and more social media opportunities. I'm signing up to everything just because it's just the abundance is now starting to appear, and I'm just so happy, and I don't want to miss out on a good opportunity. So number 4 is finally seeing my subscribers going up. I was literally stuck at 800 for the longest time, and finally I broke through that struggle. So I'm finally seeing the subs going up. And number 5 is figuring out my packaging problem. Okay, my titles and my thumbnails were just not doing it, and I feel like I finally figured out my packaging problem. So those are my 5 accomplishments. That is the thing that I'm going to continue doing. Clearly I'm doing something right with my videos, so I'm going to continue that. Next month I want to. So these are the things that I'm like, okay, these are the things I need to fix. These are the things that I need to work on, or things I need to continue, right? So next month I want to, okay, so we're gonna start building up my membership hub with content. Now that I'm halfway to my goal, I need to start building up this content hub for you guys, so that when you do log into your membership account, you'll have all the content you need right there, plus all of the Zoom session dates that we will be going live, and then a Google form for you to have your accountability membership group. Your accountability membership, your accountability partner. So I need to start building all that out in the next few weeks in June. Another thing is hopefully get another brand deal. So either they come to me or I start marketing myself to brand members, so that it can help me start paying for all of the membership costs, because honestly, building the website costs a lot of money. Having my emailing list costs a lot of money. So I'm hoping that I can maybe get another brand deal just to help me pay for that stuff. Number 3 is to reach 1K subs. Like I said, I finally started moving along with my subscriber account. So I'm hoping by June I can reach my 1K subscribers. Number 4 is get 500 followers on IG. It might be a little bit of a reach, but you know what? We can do this. Number 5 is reaching my waiting list. I'm hoping in June I finally get to do that so that we can launch this thing, you guys. I'm so freaking excited. All right, so dates and thoughts to remember. So these are just little reminders for myself to come back to for the next following month. So dates and thoughts to remember. Not a lot to remember, but it's there for me. Okay, so the next page is just notes, but don't have any notes for myself at this current moment. Now we can start building out my monthly overview. So this is how the monthly overview kind of looks like. So this is a content calendar. And what I like to do is I like to make this very, very pretty. There's so much room for creativity here that like I love it so much that it's just like plain and simple, and you can really build it out however your heart desires. So we are going to start off with my key. So one thing that helps me stay consistent is having a key for my highlighters. So I did show you guys this the last time. This is my mid liner highlighters that I love to utilize for my planning, because they just have the cutest little colors ever. So I utilize this key to help me identify things so much more quicker and so much more efficient. So systems are to help you become more efficient, to help you get things done faster, to help you get to where you need to be quicker. So if that's the case, then your calendar should be no different, whether that is having like a whiteboard calendar or a paper calendar, or even your Google Docs calendar. People change the colors depending on what that activity is for, what that task is for. So I do the same thing for my content calendar. So everything is very, very specific. There is a rhyme and reason why I do things, and it's not just for the, you know, heck of it. So these are my keys. I have YouTube, the Studio of Self, Personal, Ian and Ellie, Chores, and Work. So my YouTube is always going to be pink. Would make more sense if it was red, but I like pink. The Studio of Self, I'm going to do the blue color because that's the color of my brand. So switching things up this month. Personal is going to be purple. Ian and Ellie are going to be like this little pinkish, reddish color. Chores is this orangey shade. And then Work is brown. So there we go. So that's my key. And like I said, anything that I write down in this content calendar, everything's going to be highlighted under this key that I have here. So we have my, we have these post ideas. So any like Instagram or YouTube ideas that I may have, they go right here, but I don't have any of that right now. Now we're going to start building out my actual monthly calendar, which usually is pretty simple. I do have these like stamped sticky notes that I got from Five and Below, which is really, really cute. And lucky for me, they fit perfectly on the little boxes. So I just end up picking one, like one little color scheme. So I think for the month of June, I might do this like little lavender color. So for any of the important days or weekends, I just cover the block with this sticky note. Just like one little event that's happening this month on Sunday, which is June 1st. So now I'm going to start just filling out everything. It should be really quick. So when it comes to my monthly calendar, I follow the same systems every single time. So honestly, my month to month does not change from April to May to June. It legit stays the exact same. And you may think, Geraldine, that's really boring. I like to switch things up every single month. Cool, great. But that is not being consistent. So when it comes to like these YouTube videos, I can't make a monthly calendar plan with me every single month, because then you guys are just gonna be watching the same crap every single month. So, but again, consistency is the secret sauce. We want to make our lives as predictable as possible. So for me, when it comes to my content calendar, I am writing out the same exact stuff every single time. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's predictable for me and it's predictable for you, because then I know, okay, what videos do I need to build out? When do I need to film? What videos do I need to edit and upload? It just makes my life so much more easier, and it also helps you guys understand, okay, I know I'm gonna get a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm making the same type of routine every single month, and it just helps me get stuff done faster. Like my monthly build outs, it helps me get my stuff done faster when you have an organized framework. If you're doing something new every single month, you don't know what's working, your mind is all over the place, and you're taking so much time trying to figure out how to build something brand new all over again. So every single month, I just go in and I write just like this: post YouTube, post YouTube, post YouTube, and then anything else obviously gets filled out, but that is what I'm going to do here. So on Mondays, oh, I also need to write down the days too. And then after this, after I finish all of this, then I'll go in and start thinking of either YouTube title. Oh, I forgot to have that one. Start thinking of YouTube title ideas. Start searching for start thinking of like packaging and stuff like that I will start doing in my content calendar. I will also start brainstorming now of like what videos I need to start making for the what's it called, the Studio of Self membership. So there's things that now I have to think about behind the scenes, but overall this is my system of how I content create, of how I monthly plan for my for the upcoming month. So then the last thing that happens is I have my monthly goals right here. So like I said, we are expecting to continue what we did right last month and bringing it over to this new month, and then fixing those little things that we did wrong, the things that weren't expected or we didn't get what we wanted. So these are my monthly goals. When it comes to my goal of becoming a YouTube content creator, that's why I said it's so important to have a goal focused planner, because then you can do goal focused detailing of like my YouTube. Like I'm able to make monthly goals based on my social media stuff, my top performing posts, this month's goal for my social media. Like it just makes things so much more easier, and I don't have to make a whole separate sheet just to be able to do this. Like this is all within one little book, and that's what I love. So then my social media, right? These are the things that I hope to have within this month, and we'll see at the end of the month if I was able to accomplish this. So for my IG followers, I'm hoping to have 500. None of this stuff. So my YouTube subscribers, I'm hoping to have 1,000 subs. Oh, wrote the wrong thing. 1,000 subs. You know what? 1,000 views. We'll do it. And then my email subscribers, I'm hoping to have at least 50 by the end of June. So then my top performing posts, I have them right here on my laptop that you can't see. So okay guys, so that is me on how I monthly plan for the upcoming month. Like I said, consistency is so important, so making sure that you're just doing the same thing every single month and really diving deep into what's working and what's not. So as you could see, it was kind of like repetitive, but again, it just makes your eyes open to what's actually working. So if you guys enjoyed this little session with me, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I am at Geraldine Silva and at the Studio of Self. The link to the membership group will be down in the description below and pinned in the comments if you're interested in checking it out. Other than that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.